In a stunning turn of events, the once prominent Judge Christina Peterson, hailed as a pioneer for her historic role as the first Black female judge in Douglas County, Georgia, finds herself at the center of a scandalous downfall. What began as a promising career trajectory has unraveled into a tale of corruption, incompetence, and abuse of power, casting a shadow over the integrity of the judicial system. Now let me tell you, the rise and fall of Christina Peterson. Peterson's ascent to the bench was marked by optimism and celebration, as she shattered barriers and broke new ground as a minority woman in a predominantly white, male-dominated profession. Her election in 2020, amidst the backdrop of heightened social justice movements, symbolized progress and inclusivity in the legal realm. However, her meteoric rise was soon overshadowed by a series of alarming revelations. How systemic incompetence unveiled. Investigations revealed a pattern of systematic incompetence and blatant disrespect for ethical standards, placing Peterson's term as a judge under significant scrutiny. Peterson was an inexperienced judge before, but she demanded outrageous pay raises and took advantage of her position to enrich herself, keeping large fees and ignoring protocol. Now, how she was exploited of her identity. Using charges of racism and sexism, Peterson's defense strategy mostly centered on her identity as a Black woman in an effort to deflect criticism. But her deceitful and exploitative strategies did nothing but heighten public indignation and cast doubt on the authority of her position. Peterson exploited her identity to escape responsibility, not supporting the values of justice and equality. Now, how was judicial misconduct exposed? The long list of transgressions that have been linked to Peterson goes much beyond simple incompetence. It includes a variety of unethical actions and abuses of power. Peterson betrayed the confidence of the community she was supposed to serve by acting with arrogance and entitlement, needlessly delaying court cases and imprisoning people without cause. Now, how she was a reign of terror. During his time as a judge, Peterson imposed an absolute reign of terror that was typified by retaliation, hatred, and a flagrant contempt for the law. Her tendency for manipulation and intimidation created a spooky atmosphere in the courtroom, making both litigants and staff members fearful and uneasy. Calls for accountability. Following Peterson's removal, citizens of Douglas County are demanding justice for the heinous abuses that were carried out while she was in charge. The legal system, which was formerly seen as a stronghold of justice and objectivity, is currently dealing with the consequences of Peterson's treachery and the pressing need for structural change. What lessons we were learned? The controversy surrounding Peterson serves as a warning about the risks associated with placing identification in positions of power above ability and morality. It emphasizes how crucial it is to maintain the values of accountability and openness, and to hold public leaders responsible for their actions. How we are rebuilding trust. There is an urgent need to eradicate corruption and restore integrity as Douglas County works to regain public confidence in its legal system. Rebuilding trust in the judiciary and making sure that such heinous abuses of power never happen again depend heavily on transparency, accountability, and respect to ethical principles. After Peterson's humiliating demise, attention turns to figuring out how Douglas County's legal system will go going forward. In order to avoid crises of this kind in the future, laws and procedures must be informed by the lessons learned from this vile tale, reiterating the commitment to justice, fairness, and equality for all. The injuries caused by Peterson's acts can only start to mend with unwavering adherence to these ideals, opening the door to a better and more equitable future. This is just another example of how DEI doesn't work. How many more Fannie Willis or Christina Petersons are out there? With Peterson's humiliating demise now behind us, attention turns to figuring out how to move Douglas County's justice system forward. Reiterating the dedication to justice, fairness, and equality for all, the lessons from this vile tale must guide laws and practices meant to avert crises of a similar nature in the future. The only way that Peterson's acts can be healed and a more promising and equitable future can be realized is by unwavering commitment to these ideals. Don't forget to subscribe my channel to get latest any news update.